It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. We got some new jelly roll that I just saw pop up on my recommended. It's called Dead End Road from Twisters the album. So I assume that it means the movie. Is there a new Twister movie that's come out recently? That's what it looks like, at least, right? With the open fields, probably a tornado somewhere in the background, or they're chasing it. But I wanted to dive into this, and before we do, I want to give a huge shout out to that man for getting on the Eminem album. First of all, bodied it. Somebody Save Me was a beautiful song. To see Eminem do his rendition of it, I think is amazing. I think it's a huge deal to see Jelly Roll in that position. And I love to see the success and all the growth that this, I can't get my words out. Success and growth that this man has had. There we go. All right, finally, words are starting to work in my favor. Let's dive into this, though. Let's see what this one's all about.
I'm just another thinking, overusing, tall drinking, short fuse, and getting in my own way. I'm just a blood-stained, folded hands, throwing back the milligrams. I can't find the brakes. I'm hiding from the sun, devil riding shotgun. God knows I'ma crash and burn. 'Cause that highway to hell is the road I'm on. I need to turn around before I'm too far gone. I'm never gonna make it on them streets of gold. I gotta quit living on a dead end road.
This man's voice is just so amazing. There's nothing that he does that doesn't sound good. Everything sounds good. Now, as far as what's happening in this video, obviously it's a music video, it's not reality, but I would never chase a tornado. Like, nature is really cool to me. Like, I find it very interesting, but I don't like it that much. Like, I'm not trying to chase a tornado. I'm not trying to get close up with a hurricane. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, I get some people are like, yo, thunderstorms are so beautiful and peaceful. Yeah, until that lightning is hitting outside your house and the shit rumbling everything, and you got to worry that something bad is going to happen, then it's not so cool anymore. So it's like, I get it. I get people's fascination. I really do. But y'all are crazy. I mean, I guess we need people like this, though, because it helps us get more information and research and science behind a lot of shit, right? Because someone's got to be the crazy one that's going to jump out there and do this stuff. But that is definitely not me. Not at all. It's really dope though, because it looked like this one scene. It's almost like this girl is controlling the truck or controlling something. Whatever gadget she has, I want it.
Shotgun, God knows I'ma crash and burn. 'Cause that highway to hell is the road I'm on. I need to turn around before I'm too far gone. I'm never gonna make it on them streets of gold. I gotta quit living on a dead end road. I'm a redlining low life, and anything but law abiding feels too good to quit. I'm running off the edge. They say I'm just a wreck, digging me deeper than sick. 'Cause that highway to hell is the road I'm on. I need to turn around before I'm too far gone. I'm never gonna make it on them streets of gold. I gotta quit living on a dead end road. I'm gonna die living on a dead end road. I'm gonna die living on a dead end road.
Yo, I like this. This is, if I want to go back really quick, because just the music itself is fire, let alone his vocals over the top of it. But the whole concept of like, I'm gonna die living on a dead end road. I feel like that's a lot of people feel that way in life. It's an interesting correlation to this whole, twisters and chasing and stuff, but like that's a real thing. And I feel like we've all been there at some point. If not, we're all there now, right? Where you feel like maybe you're not moving in the direction that you want to move in. And I've actually had this conversation with somebody recently. Now, obviously, I'm making my own context out of what he's saying, but someone that maybe has a job that they're not the most fond of. Like, they don't mind it. They're good at what they do. They make good money. And it's like, this is cool. Like, it's paying my bills for the most part, but I don't feel excited to get up and go do this every day. And there's a lot of people that are in that situation. I've been in that situation. And sometimes something that you initially did enjoy can turn into something that you don't, And vice versa. It can flip either way. Like when I first got my job at AT&T, I was excited. I felt like, yo, I finally have like a legit good job, something that I feel comfortable telling people like, yo, I work at AT&T. Like I felt really good about that. But then slowly but surely, the business itself and the way that they go about it like drained that from me. It went from being like, yo, I'm proud that I work here. I got a good job now. I make good money. I get benefits. Like I can travel and go on vacation and I have the money to do so. Like this is great. This is amazing. And I was pretty good at it. Yeah, I slacked at first, but then I started to actually pick it up and really, really try to bust my ass and do as well as I could. And I did pretty good. But the way that they go about it and like the stress they put on you and just the nonstop, like from the top down, just on your head. You know what I'm saying? Like it just got to the point where I just didn't enjoy it, and I'm being pushed to like sell old people stuff that don't know how to even work it and they don't need it, but that's my job, so I've got to try to do, you know. And it just got to the point where I disliked it, and it just felt like, okay, cool, I'm making good money, all this stuff is great, but it's like a dead end. Like I don't feel like I'm going anywhere because I don't care to move up. I don't want to be the one that has to now push all my employees to go do the same shit that I don't like doing now. So it was just like a weird position to be in. And I feel like a lot of times you can get in that position. And the only thing I can say is, you know, there's no guaranteed way out of it. But all I can say is if you use as much of your free time as you possibly can, trying to look into other avenues, doesn't even mean necessarily other jobs. I mean, that too. But also look at just things that you enjoy doing. Try to find ways that you can do that stuff with your free time until maybe at one point you can monetize it and start to do something that you love on the side and slowly but surely shift away from that job, hopefully. Obviously nothing is 100%, it's not always going to work out, but it's worth the shot, right? Like if you don't try, if you don't put the effort in to look for these other things, if you don't, you know what I'm saying, take some risks, like you're never going to like it's it. Then you just accept that you're at where you're at and that's where you're going to stay because you're not willing to take those steps. And again, it doesn't mean it's going to work out and it doesn't mean you're ever going to find something that's going to fit perfectly for you, but if you don't try and you just use that time to watch a movie or sit around or then you're never going to know, right? So you almost have to take that leap of faith at some point and just see what's out there. A little tangent for you there. That's my TED talk.
Living on a dead end road. I'm gonna die living on a dead end road. I'm gonna die living on a dead end road. Die living on a dead end road. 'Cause that highway to hell is the road I'm on. I need to turn around before I'm too far gone.
But I feel like his message purposely, not purposely, no. His okay, listen, I don't know where that word came from. I feel like his message with it though is I'm on a road that's going to hell. It's a dead end road. He's more so probably referring to his past with selling drugs and being involved in a lifestyle that just wasn't going anywhere and probably was causing more evil and bad than good. And that's most likely what he's talking about and trying to change and adjust that. So there's so many different ways that you can look at certain lyrics. And I think that that's beautiful. And that's why music is such an amazing thing is that you can be in two completely different situations, but you can interpret it in a way where it just leads you down a path of good, right? Down a path of change and trying to better yourself and stuff like that. Whether it's just a job you don't like, you're unhappy with, you know, so on and so forth, or if you're doing things that you know are not right, you know are not good, and you know are not leading you towards anything good in your life, and you could try to make a change, right? But acknowledging it is the first step.
I'm never gonna make it on the streets of gold. I gotta quit living on a dead end road. I'm never gonna make it on the streets of gold. I gotta quit living on a dead end road.
And that was fire. No pun intended with all the fire in the background, but that was extremely dope. I like it. I feel like it does fit the whole twisters chase, you know what I mean? Because there's dangers to it, the dead end road, I'm on a one way road to hell. Like I like all of that, but I do like the message. I feel like Jelly Roll is an amazing artist, amazing message, great at getting things across, beautiful voice, just all around a really talented and dope individual. And I'm happy to see him get the success that he has. So appreciate you guys for stopping in. Let me know what you guys thought down below, and I will catch you in the next one, homies.